bet.
Blaze on the track. Blaze on the track.
Ain't no moonlighting around here. You think I know nothing about it? But darling, know everything about it. And if you don't have my money, I'm gonna.
Marcus, I know you hear me, you slimy, sleazy, sneaky, slithering son of a bitch.
You want to keep it down? Get ready to have some company, okay?
So who's the victim tonight?
Hey, Vaughn, I don't feel like playing with you, okay? Stop.
Why don't you just tell her the truth? Tell her you're gonna use her, then you're gonna dump her like you did me.
Excuse me, I did not dump you. We went out, it was whack, and it was your fault, and I wish... Look, why don't you get over it and go find another man, huh? Get out of here.
I hope you catch a disease and your dick falls off.
Oh, well, I would expect you to say something crass like that. Don't forget I have the court order for you to stay. We ain't even supposed to be that close to the gate. I'm gonna call your probation officer.
Court order? I don't give a damn about no court order.
Hey, come on.
Hi. Nice to see you again.
I see you too.
Wow, nice place.
Thank you.
Make some reservations. Oh my God.
Yeah.
You're a mess.
I mean, girls have guys for that. Like, they'll keep a guy alone, tag him along, and in her phone, she got a certain restaurant name right by it, because she knows she going to get a free meal tonight if she hit him up.
Oh.
That's real.
We just be so hungry.
I ain't saying it like that, but I'm saying girls will do that. That's it. I mean, am I speaking a foreign language? Are you trying to tell me that you don't know any of your girlfriends that will talk to a guy and they're really not that interested in him, but she knows that this guy will take her out, wine and dine her, and she'll go out with him because of that?
I think that's just a real empty. I think the things you're talking about are just some old young chick type stuff.
You would think
and
so.
Maybe that's
the
where
society today,
I'm
though, the way things are.
Because I'm thinking I work every day.
Yeah.
I don't really need to waste 2 hours of my night with some fool that I don't even want to be around for a $20 meal. Like, I work every day I go to work.
I agree 100%.
You know,
and
so
that's why
I feel like that's
you.
some old young girl type stuff where, you know, going out to eat is a straight come up. Like, for me, my 2 hours can be better spent, you know. I don't know. I mean, I do hear, oh, he took me out, he bought me some shoes, and it just seemed like a whole lot of work and hassle to go through all that for some free stuff. I don't know.
However,
oh,
it does exist.
I mean, it does.
Exist.
It does.
And that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying right or wrong.
Talking about.
It exists.
It's just
that's my point.
That's that thirst.
I get it. I get all that. You know, the thirst is real out there.
Yeah.
I get it, you know. Straight up.
I think you're going to come across that level of nonsense with a nonsense level type chick. I don't know. It just seemed like some little girl type stuff. Like, who getting excited about going out to eat anymore?
I'm looking for perfection.
It's a bullshit. Yeah, but on the other side of the game, Lord Snooty here on the check-in. We have a special guest tonight. Meek.
Hey.
Millie Rock on any block. Meek Millie. Not that one though, not the one who taking losses from Drake all day. We got Meek in the house. Talk to the people, Meek. How you doing?
I'm good.
How long have we known each other, Meek?
What, about 6 years?
Damn.
It's been a minute.
Well, we'll get straight into it.
What you got?
What you want to talk about? I have something. I don't know if I want to call it out because you always say I'm messing with you. I'm taking jabs at you all the time.
Right.
But fuck it. We'll just call it out. We got Snapchat for the elderly. How about that? Get your Geritol, ladies and gentlemen. Get everything right. You had asked me a few questions about Snapchat.
I just think some of the videos that we saw, they were just empty. They just were real empty. Girls bending over, just, I don't know.
Fast cash.
Yeah. And it's just not a real respectful way of presenting yourself to the world.
True. I
think a lot of the responses that you get are negative, and I don't think they necessarily view it as such. It's negative in the aspect of, men are looking at it saying, oh, damn, she got a fat ass. But it's the whole outlook of it is negative. Like, that's not the type of chick you want to wife up. You just want to look at her showing her body. Whereas she's viewing
some niggas, some niggas do be trying to wife up them strippers and them girls that be out there in them streets like that.
And I think they have low self-esteem.
Okay.
I think they need other people to look at their women and make them feel good about who they are. They get their props off their chick because they have nothing on their own to stand on. So, I don't know. I think brothers that got things going on, with themselves, they don't need to come up off their girl.
Right. I agree. You're not coming up off of her or whatever. But I will say this. That same guy that probably got his shit together, he got his lady, he doing his thing, everything good. But if opportunity presented itself, he probably would smash or bag one of those girls that you said that are hollow and empty and soulless in a sense, not to wife her up, but have a little fun and get back to reality.
But who wants to be the good time girl?
Oh, well, that's on them though. Like I'm speaking from the male's perspective. Now, if you're talking about that, some girls are comfortable in that position. Some girls are comfortable being the side chick.
I think because they realize they are not going to elevate to anything higher.
Possibly,
they will be the side chick.
But
because a man
they
of
might
substance
not know that. They don't know their worth. They don't know their value.
That's exactly what it is.
So if they don't know that and it's all they know, then that's what they're going to think is the right thing.
Absolutely.
If they knew better, possibly they would do better. Some girls might know better, but they still choose to go a different route.
And that's the negative attention I'm talking about. That their come up is their body because they have nothing else to offer. And a man, he's going to smash.
But that's it.
He's going to keep it moving.
Goddamn right.
Because if you're
smart.
Right.
Some people don't. Some people smash and get caught up.
I mean, it does look good. The thick thighs, the small waist, the perky breasts. Yeah.
Make it
right
looks
for
good.
the thighs. But at the end of the day, do you really want everybody knowing about your perky breasts, thick thighs, and small waist? I mean, typically men are possessive and they don't really want to put their prize out there to the rest of the world. That's their secret, That's their present that they want to open the privacy of their space. They don't want everybody to know about their gift. I don't know.
But are we talking looks or are we talking like exposing your body? I want to make sure I understand what you're saying. Because like if you're saying like a girl who just, she looks good. Her body's banging, her face, all that. She just looks really good. She's appealing to the eye, but she dresses, nice. you know, fitting but nice, you know, not too revealing, but she, you know, she know how to put herself together.
Right.
Compared to a girl who we just saw on Snapchat,
right,
busting it wide open.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's what I'm trying to figure out. What are we talking? Are we talking that girl who is loose and, you know, clap, 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 clap? Or are we talking about the girl who just got a naturally nice body and, you know, we can't really hide that. God's gift.
I think the one that is just putting it out there is the one that nobody's really taking seriously. The one that, you know, has a nice body and can't hide it, but carries herself like a lady. Those are the ones that, you know, are getting wiped up.
Okay. All right.
Those nice bodies and the halter tops and the booty shorts, they're a good time. And I could understand why a guy would want to just have a good time. But being a woman, a woman of substance, you don't want to be a man's good time. You want to be chosen, you know? And I don't think they get that.
Man, that's tough. That's tough. Yeah, I've had that in my life, you know, where like I've had girls in my life to where I feel like they wanted me to choose them so bad, but I didn't, and they wouldn't stick around.
Which one did you choose? Which one did you choose?
Yeah, I mean, what you mean?
The shorts, the little shorts and the halter top.
Many decisions with precision. I pick or make my selection on who I choose to be with. Girl, don't touch my protection. I know you want it to slip, but slipping is something I don't do. Tipping for life. That's like making it rain every month on schedule. Let me tell you, get your parasol umbrella, cause it's gonna get wetter. Better prepare you for the sea support. She's supposed to spend it on that baby, but we see she don't.
As Paul McCartney, the lawyers couldn't stop this. Slaughter of them pockets had to tie to a rocket.
Send her into outer space, I know he wish he could, cause he paying $20K a day, that bitch is eating good. Like an infant on a double D titty, just getting plump, cause you miscalculated the next to the last pump.
Dump in the gut, raw from the giddy up. Better choose the right one or pick the kitties up.
I tell my wife this though, fuck that. Hell no. I wish Vizzy was here, man. He needed that, man. When I met her, she wasn't dressing all like slutty or nothing. I ain't gonna say that.
Who, your wife?
My wife, nah, she wasn't dressing all like that, but she was dressing, you know, like the way she gonna catch a nigga eye. She gonna, you know, it was appealing. And she still dressed nice to this day. I'm not finna front. She still dressed nice. She has a great sense of fashion and all that type of stuff. However, I get on her ass all the time because I see how she trying to slut it down now that we done been in this relationship when I'm trying to slut you up. You know what I'm saying?
Because she knows her role as a wife now. Different. She got to represent you in a positive light. Carry herself like a lady.
She does carry herself like a lady. She does, and I love that. Just sometime, you know, I want that old little schoolgirl I was after the fast tail, hot tail.
Wifey won't slut it up for you.
That's fucked up.
Them days are long gone.
And I feel like you're supposed to keep it fresh. She ain't supposed to change like that, man. See, all them titles and all that. I ain't with that.
Because that's a prestigious title. I mean, that's big.
It's
that's
big, but you still have to
like that.
You still have to remain the person. I mean, okay, of course, change is inevitable. Okay, that's the only thing that's constant. Change. I embrace change. I'm not trying to be caveman on this. But what I am saying is, with me, this is how I try to be. I try to be the man that she fell in love with, no matter what.
Right.
So, yes, boyfriend, fiance, husband, I'm striving to be a better person because I want to do that for her and all that. But at the same time, I have to remain and remember that dude that she fell in love with. You know what I'm saying? I got to be that. Otherwise, you know, because y'all women, females in a relationship, for the most part, I honestly feel like try to change us. It's just natural that y'all want to kind of conform and mold us into kind of what you see for us in a sense. Even though you fell in love with this raw material, this dude itself, you get him and you happy with him, but you still kind of want to
tweak him.
Tweak him, right? So that's our constant mission.
Right.
But I guarantee you, if you find a dude who listens to everything that you said about how you want to change him and mold him, and he did what you said and all that type of stuff, you'll leave that nigga.
You crazy. I'm loving it.
No, you'll leave that nigga, man.
Because you're exactly what I designed.
No.
That's
no, you
exactly
won't.
what I want.
No, you won't. No, you won't. Let me tell you why.
Created the
Let me
perfect
tell you why.
man.
Let me tell you why. When you go,
Love it.
when you go hunting, right? If I'm hunting a deer, I'm hunting bear, I'm hunting rabbit, whatever, right? If I'm a hunter and you never been hunting, who are you gonna go ask tips for? You gonna go to the hunter, or you gonna go to the deer? You gonna go to the bear? You gonna go to the rabbit? Which one of them are you gonna ask help for? Exactly. So what you're doing as a female is trying to change him and mold him like every female does, but in actuality, I don't really see it that way. I feel as though the man has to remain steadfast. He has to remain strong within himself and remain that dude, because if you change him, you're going to lose your balls. You're going to be soft. You just, you just,
here you go.
I'm telling you, you're not going to be that dude that she fell in love with.
We just try to smooth out y'all rough edges.
That's nice.
We make you a better you.
No, that's a fine compromise. Okay. I get that part. That's nice. You meet in the middle. But y'all sometimes try to go a little overboard.
I mean, because sometimes y'all need a lot of work. We love you, but y'all need a lot of work sometimes.
I hear you.
And it's my mission to fix you.
That's my point. And I guarantee
and you'll be a better man when I'm done with you.
I'm trying to tell you, there's certain things I understand. But if that man followed everything that you said, no. I disagree wholeheartedly.
Maybe I agree.
You
not
believe that
everything,
nigga.
Maybe.
Yeah, because sometimes y'all be on emotion. It's like, right now, you feel a certain way, and this is how you're thinking. But I can guarantee you maybe 15, 20 minutes down the line, emotions might change. You might feel a certain way, and now your decision-making is because of the way you're feeling right now. We usually don't do that. We're more logical with stuff.
I think if you love me, you would make those changes for me. Because the changes I want are changes that will please me. And as my man, it's your responsibility to please me.
But it's, okay, I give you that. I give you that. But it's vice versa. It's also reciprocal.
Oh,
okay?
I agree.
It goes both ways.
Absolutely.
But I will say this. If you're trying to tell me, and I'm not putting words in your mouth, and I'm making sure that you ain't saying this. If you're trying to tell me happy wife, happy life,
absolutely,
you can kiss my ass.
You crazy.
You can kiss my ass. Let me tell you why. Listen to me. Let me tell you why. Because if the man is not happy in the relationship, how can the woman be happy in the relationship?
He will be happy
How?
in the relationship.
How?
Because when I'm happy, I uplift him and make him feel good.
So, I get that. But initially, the man has to be happy. Just by what you just said, he will be happy. But that means that before we even start to dissect this, the man has to be happy. We're going into it thinking that. Is that fair?
That's fair.
And that's what I'm telling you. If that guy is unhappy in the very beginning, there is no proceeding. I'm happy with my wife because I find my happiness and my joy in making her happy.
Right.
If I didn't find that and I wasn't happy and content with everything the way things are, it couldn't be that way.
Right.
If I was that dude that when I got off work, I didn't want to go home. I want to go out and do all kind of other stuff, and shit, 3 hours done pass, and now I finally get home in the driveway and I gotta go deal with this bitch. All right. It can't, that don't work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's why I mean, like, that happy wife, happy life is a fallacy. It's some bullshit. It's some stuff that's been sold to us to make, I don't know, I guess to weaken the man or something. I don't know what it's about, but a strong man. This is just my opinion. I mean, it's not fact. It's my opinion. But
my opinion's wrong. No.
I hear you. But I'm just saying this for the fact that if I'm in a relationship with my wife or with the girlfriend or whoever the case may be, if I'm not happy, she can't be happy, and this relationship can't thrive. It won't survive.
I agree. I just can't imagine you being unhappy by meeting my request.
It depends on your request, because your shit can be outlandish. Like, it depends. It really depends.
I mean, when I love someone, I don't think his requests are too big for me to meet.
Explain.
And if he really loved and cared and respected me and my opinion, he wouldn't ask anything of me that made me uncomfortable. Like, I think he would, he knows his limits. He knows how far is too far. So, I mean, when you respect your partner, you don't ask things of them that push them so far out their comfort zone and make them uncomfortable simply to please you. That's an inconsiderate partner. So there may be things that I don't like, but I'm not going to ask that of my man if I know it's making him so uncomfortable to the point where, it's awkward and putting him in a miserable place just to please me. Because I'm being selfish. And that's not somebody, that cares about me. So when I say my request should be easy for you to meet, it's because I'm not asking anything that's so outlandish.
This the little girl you've been talking about? Agatha?
Angela Lewis.
Mm-hmm, that's what I said. Mm-hmm.
Nice to meet you.
Isn't she pretty? Yeah. She looked like one of Marcus' girls.
Well, let me ask you this. If you didn't look the way you look, right? For the people who don't know, she's a beautiful woman. She looks very nice. All right. But at the same time, if you didn't look the way you look, do you think that a guy would be so readily or easily to meet your requests? And what I mean by that is, like, would he treat you different because you look good? Or
absolutely.
You know that for a fact?
Pretty people get more. Life is easier for pretty people. People hate to say that. And
That's
they
that
get
pretty
mad
girl
and
entitlement.
say, it is.
Pretty
It
girl
is
entitlement.
true. It is absolutely true. Better looking people have privilege.
Shit, pretty white girl. What? and let her cry or pout? What? Should have moved mountains, man.
People get so angry, and say, oh, it's not about what you look like. It's about, the inner and all that nonsense, all that politically correct crap. Pretty people go further in life and they get more. It's just a fact. It's just a fact. I've passed classes in school that I didn't deserve to pass. I mean, there's a lot of privileges that come
But
with
you don't think personality and maybe your flirtatious kind of, demeanor or manner kind of maybe helped with that? You think it was just like because I look the way I look, that's why shit happened that way?
I think that helped as well, but nobody's flirting back with somebody that's not physically attractive anyway.
I've been nah, you're right.
So I'm really,
you're right. I can't even lie.
Who's flirting with the ugly chick? I mean, come on.
Well, okay. Let me explain. All right, because Snooty here, I really feel like I have a flirtatious personality. I can't help that shit. That's how I am, But I like to be in the company of beautiful women. I like that's my thing. You know what I'm saying? And especially if you can hold a conversation with me, that stimulate, you stimulate the mind and all that type of stuff. That's on a whole nother level. Now I claim to be an equal opportunist when it comes to that. This is my point. If you put me in a room full of 7 girls, right? Maybe 3 of them look good. The other 3 of them look good. 2 of them look alright, and the other 2 is like some booger wolves, like they like some real sugar bears or something. Like I would be able to talk to all 7 of those girls in that room,
right?
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and have no problem holding a conversation. We good. We all vibing.
Yeah.
I tend to find myself leaning towards the pretty girls a little more. I'm not gonna lie. It's just by nature. However, I try to make sure that I give everyone their proper, their due, or that's what I know. Most dudes don't do that. That's me. That's how I am,
Right,
like if
right.
I'm talking to you too much and I know you over there and you trying to jump in, I'm gonna make sure I try to bring you on in too, or
out of
direct.
The pity attention.
Damn.
Whatever. Let me acknowledge the big fat chick, the fat ugly chick. Come on.
Well, I will say this. If I'm trying to get the girl who is really pretty and the big girl is over there and they friends, I'm definitely flirting with the pretty girl, but I'm making sure that I leave a lasting impression on the big girl. Because when they alone, the big girl gonna be in her ear.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying?
Girl, he's sweet. Yeah.
So that's always been my little hustle on the side, you know. So it just depends on how you play it. Depends on how you play it.
But there's definitely pretty girl privilege. I mean.
So it's a bias. You will treat someone. Well, okay. Let's switch it around then. I mean, I'm talking to you, but do y'all treat guys different because of the way they look?
Treat them different? Absolutely. Absolutely. They're just that standout. You are gonna probably, you know, if you got to pick a partner for something, or if there's an empty seat in the room, you're gonna gravitate toward the better looking man in the room. Yeah. I mean, a lot of times the uglier person has a better personality, and I think because they have to compensate for their shortcomings, you may have a better time with the more average looking guy, just because the handsome guy doesn't have to work as hard. But yeah, I mean, your eyes automatically gravitating toward the better looking. Even like with children, you know, when there's kids around, you're drawn more to the cute baby. Whereas, you know, if there was a cute baby crying and a little, you know, what you call it, a booger bear, you're gonna go, oh, what is wrong? You know, you're gonna go pick up the cute one. I mean, it's not right, but it is what it is. I mean, don't judge me. I'm saying what people don't feel comfortable saying. Whatever.
I hear you. I hear you. No.
It's just nobody's gonna say that. Everyone, oh, what's she talking about? Whatever.
It is true because it's been a running joke for a long time, to where it's like you take two situations. You see the pretty girl over there. She maybe a block away, and she leaning on a car crying and stuff, and everybody see her. They gonna run to her defense.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then like you could even have the big girl, or not even the big girl, just the ugly girl, and like. Shit, she right here, right in front of you, boo-hoo crying. And you tell her, let's get away from my car. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing? You got
triple A, right?
Exactly. So, yeah. Okay.
It's just not the politically correct thing to say. And people will think it, but they won't say it. But you asked the question, so.
Good evening, boss.
Please do not call me that. I want you to think of me as your colleague. So tell me something. You excited about working with Stranger?
Stop. You know I didn't come up here to talk to you about no Stranger. I came up here to talk to you about us. I'm rapping. This is my Mac Daddy vibe I'm giving you. In all of its splendor. What's up?
Really?
Yes. I'm the Alleganza Mac Daddy of the month.
Oh, I see. Well, let me get a good look.
Check it. It's like Jet Magazine. What's up?
You are absolutely wonderful. But I think that we should kind of make this clear right from the start so there's no misunderstanding. You see, I don't date men. I work with.
Well, I quit.
You can't quit because I need you. No, hon, wait, 1 sec. You have an eyelash that's gonna go in your eye. Wait, come here. You all right?
Yeah,
huh?
I'm fine.
Yeah?
Trying to seduce me on the sneak tip. Oh, that was very seductive what you just did.
What are you talking about?
You know what
you
I'm
had something in your eye.
I
saved your eye.
No. I know what it's like when you have something in your eye. I was a kid before. Your mother opens your eye up and blow, your whole eyeball comes out. And it was never like you just did. Come on now. It was very seductive what you just did.
No. And let me assure you of something. When I seduce you, if I decide to seduce you, don't worry, you'll know.
You got me thinking.
I'm just being real.
Reevaluating my situation.
It's real out there. You know. Like, but if you were in a certain situation, you know, committed relationship, married or whatever, do you feel as it's okay to still like look at other people? And when I say that, I mean like with a lustful eye. If you're out in public or you with your maid or whatever the case may be, and y'all, you know, in your zone, y'all happy, whatever doing whatever y'all doing, but then, you know, maybe somebody might catch your eye.
You mean when you out with your partner?
Yeah. Or out with them or not. Because I feel like even when you're in a relationship, you still need integrity. That integrity is doing what's right when no one is looking.
Right.
So whether I'm with you or not with you, I should conduct myself accordingly. So that's what I mean.
I think the look is human. I mean, just because you're in a relationship doesn't mean you turn a blind eye to the beauty of others around you. I think it is disrespectful to allow your mate to see you. I think it's disrespectful to do it when you're out with your mate. For example, if I'm out to dinner and we're at a table and I'm making eye contact with the man at the table behind my spouse, it makes my man look like a fool as he sits there, you know, with me. So, well.
Just for the record, Snooty has his hand up. Pinky finger, of course. But, let's define contact. Let's define eye contact. I mean, are we talking gawking? Are we talking you might get a little occasional glance, a stare? I mean, what are we talking contact?
Like sometimes, you know, if your man's back is to you, you may catch the eye of another man and he may smile at you or, you know, give you a little smirk or something like that. If I reciprocate while my man doesn't know what's going on, I find that highly disrespectful, you know, toward my man. I can't have him looking like a fool in the face of another man. So that I have a big problem with. So I don't feel the same as much if he's not there. But it's my responsibility to make my man always feel like a man. So to flirt with somebody else, make eye contact, all that in front of him, I would never do that. I would never degrade him and have him look crazy. And not even know that he's looking like a fool while some other man is laughing, calling my man a chump, you know? So.
All right. Fuck that. How about this? What if it was a female?
Checking out my man?
Nah, see, I knew you was going to say that. I was trying to put a female in the place of the dude that you was talking about. Like, this is how I'm trying to put the question, because that's great, and I agree with that. But I'm a man. So I'm a little biased. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if other females will feel like that, but I'm a man. So I totally understand what you're saying about putting me in a position where I could be felt like less of a man in a sense, or viewed as that. Especially in the view of, you know, in the eyes of someone else like that. But I mean, like, y'all together and he checking out, like he seen something and he talked to you about it. You know, like let's say y'all was in the store or whatever and, you know, you can't help it. You on the aisle and y'all trying to get cereal or something, but this chick in front of us and she got the stupidest, dumbest ass you ever seen in some of them skin tights showing everything. Like, we can't talk about it?
Oh, yeah, I definitely think you could talk about it. I think,
you know, it depends on how it's presented. Because it ain't like I'm like...
Because, I mean, it is what it is. Not only a man could see her big butt, I see it too.
That's what I'm saying. So can we talk about it? Can we look at it?
Absolutely, because I would do that. If I see somebody with some real big, you know, breasts, but I nudge my man and be like, "Oh my God, look at her big titties!"
Absolutely.
You know, and I don't think anything is wrong with it, but I think it becomes a problem when you have a rocky relationship, when there's insecurity amongst the two of you.
All right.
You know, so when you got a solid relationship and you know that he's with you and you with her, those things don't become an issue.
Just go to your place and get your things and go to my place.
No. I'm not moving into your house this time. I'm staying in my place with my own things.
I want 24/7.
No.
That's how committed I am.
No, I'm not doing it. If you even turn and look at her, I will break your fucking neck.
I'm not even looking at that. I was looking at this woman, thinking about the future. That's you in 15 years.
And you better still love me.
You see, she by herself right now. I'm playing. But no.
Okay. All right. Now we cooking. Yeah. Now we making. Yeah. I totally agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I didn't throw it out there that way. Not at all. So I don't know. I've had that situation come up in just my life, just period. Not even in my current relationship, but just life in general. And I've never been the type to like gawk or stare. You know what? Let me side note this thing. Let me give a PSA real quick. This is a Snooty PSA, man. For all my fellas out there who are in a relationship with a woman, and if they ever want to know how to look at a girl while with a woman, I'm about to try to give y'all a little advice.
Oh no.
So, it's geometry. If you ever went to school, it's all about angles. Alright? So, if I'm with my lady and I see another girl, you kind of gotta like guesstimate which direction is she finna go in. So look at her stride real quick, catch the glance, see which way she going. Then you just look in that direction and you wait for her to pass in your path. That's how you get it in. It's magic, bro. It's magic. I just gave you the fucking game, all right?
Let me ask you, what exactly are you looking at?
What am I looking at?
Specifically, yeah.
God's gift. What you mean what I'm looking at?
I mean, is it the face? Is it like, what is it that you're...
Listen. I'm a man who appreciates beauty, who appreciates natural beauty. So I can find damn near anything on a girl who looks good. You know, and when I say looks good, that's subjective. You know, it's like what I perceive as looking good.
Right.
So if the girl got a fat ass and some nice hips or something, that's what I'm looking at. She might not have all that. She might just have some nice tits or nice little complexion, cute little face or something. I mean, let's get minute. Bitch might have some nice pretty ass teeth or something. I don't know. I like her eyes. That gap is what really catch my attention. I love a girl who her thighs don't touch. Now, it ain't got to be that super like space between her legs, but it's just that nice little, when she naked, you just look and you kind of can see that silhouette or that light kind of just shine right between that's my thing. I love that type of stuff. So, and it's all kind of shit. Like, the girl might not even look good or nothing, but I mean, she look bow-legged or something. Or I don't know. You gonna find something.
Right.
You're a dude. Like, yeah, whatever. You know. Some guys are like, I have friends who they have a certain type. You know, and they won't deviate from that type. Like, I got a friend right now where I feel like he only like red bones, super thick, super pretty red bones. If she ain't super thick, she ain't super pretty. Like,
is he? What color is he?
He dark. He dark. He darker than me. That's typical.
That's that self-hatred.
I say that, but I don't say that because. Well, I'm gonna have to put it out there. Because there's no way for me to beat around the bush without, like, I'm not gonna say his name, but if I start talking about the story, people who listen to the show know exactly who I'm talking about. So there's no way of me getting around it. So I'll talk about it. And it's, to me, this is my dog. He's in my wedding and everything. Like, it's not self-hate. I don't think it is. It could be because I'm not in his head, but I doubt it's that. He comes from what I call royalty in a sense. Like, he's very dark-skinned or whatever, but his mom is very fair-skinned, very pretty, very voluptuous in a sense. No disrespect. That's my dog.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Shit, I mean, I used to talk to his sister. He know that. We had a long relationship. His sister is red and curvy, real pretty. You know, she doing the thing like the way you do yours or whatever. So I think that's just what he comes from. That's what he's used to. You know, like, that's all he's ever seen was like pretty red bones around. So when he kind of got older, that's what he wanted. And let me tell you why I say that. Because my mother, she's always, and when she would date someone seriously or a man in her life, it was always someone from a different country or a different island. Like my father, he's Jamaican, right? But the men that I've seen her talk to and be in relationships, even my stepfather right now, he's from Kenya. You know what I'm saying? So the guys that she talked to over time, you know, it shaped me in a sense. Because now I like a natural woman, you know, who's She could be from America, but it's rare that you find a girl who's from America who embraces being natural. It's rare. Not to say that it doesn't happen, but it's rare. Think about the girls that we see. They caught up in the society of all this, glamour, glitz, and all that type of stuff. Eyelashes like Venus flytraps and shit.
Man,
and
I hate them eyelashes. Oh my god.
Just all kind of stuff, though, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, you're right.
So, my wife now, she's Panamanian. I've talked to Haitians, Jamaicans. I've talked to all kind of people from different countries and stuff like that. So it kind of shaped my view on things. I don't hate Americans. I'm half American in a sense. You know what I'm saying? It's just that I have a preference. So that's what I mean by I don't think that it's self-hate. I just think that was his environment, and that's what he was bred to like, and shit, that's what my dog be getting. Bad ones. All the time. I love it. I live through them vicariously. Straight up. That's my nigga. So that's what I mean. But you could have a different view on that. You could feel like it could be self-hate. And I feel like a lot of people who are like that are, self-hate. But that's speaking general. I always think that there's isolated incidents. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I understand preference, but is that all he will date, or is that what he's attracted to?
That's what he's attracted to. That's not all that he will date. I've seen him date dark-skinned girls.
Because, sometimes you'll meet,
I've seen him date a girl that was darker.
That are, typically darker-skinned black men that will only date white women.
Let's do it like this. Let's go to paper bag test.
Oh god.
All right. So I've never seen him date a girl this color, the front side of the forearm of mine, right? I've seen him date a girl probably about this color though, which ain't that red. That's the inside.
Okay.
Inside meat. You know what I'm saying? So it's a little lighter.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
Okay.
So it ain't like he dating albinos or whatever.
I mean, because you'll see that sometimes.
Most definitely.
Black men, and typically they're darker complected.
But
and will say they only date white women.
But what's so different?
Or they only date light-skinned women.
What's so different in that compared to the guy who says, I only date girls who got fat asses. I only date girls who got big titties. I only date girls who got this. You know what I'm saying? Like they typecast in a sense.
I think because it's not a racial thing. And I think sometimes
some of those features come with that.
Just are taught to self-hate, and I don't know. I just that bothers me. It bothers me when we get caught up on this whole color thing, this whole complexion. She got to be light skinned. She got to have long hair. She got to have light eyes. And to me, that's like almost glorifying all the characteristics of the white man. And I feel that is self-hatred sometimes when you can't find beauty within your own. Like, why can't you appreciate the fuller lips and the broad noses that we have?
You know why we can't appreciate it? You just said it. As far as we kind of look at the features of the Caucasian or the white person, and we say that's beauty. That's the definition of beauty. That's the default of beauty. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. I think it comes more from slavery, though. It comes from us, our oppressors, and they always made us shun what was beautiful about ourselves. When we were in our own land, in our own culture, our own heritage, we knew what was beautiful. We embraced that. But then when you come to another place and you're stripped of everything, you're stripped of your name, your language, your culture, you're stripped of your family members. Anybody who can even communicate with you is sent miles and miles away. And then now you're broke down and beaten down and told that this is the way it is. This is the way it's supposed to be. Like, we were even talking about the light cream and stuff like that, to lighten up your skin, the bleaching and all that stuff. It's because you're from birth, it's indoctrinated in you. You're programmed to say, hey, my black skin is evil. My darkness is not right. Light is the right way to go.
But why is it that only certain people are affected by it? Like India Arie. She didn't get caught up in that madness.
She did.
Whereas we got little Kim that has lost her mind. And I think it comes from, like we were talking about early, just that empty, just being empty and lost. And so, yes, we come from a long history, as you were saying, but we all weren't affected by it. Your friend was.
I wasn't.
Your friend that only likes light skin,
You think so?
and long hair and is suffering with his issues of self-hatred. But
I hear you. You know, tomato.
He's got things that he's working through, but it's typically the dark-skinned people
that
me. Secretly hate themselves.
Listen,
I think
it didn't affect me. I don't think it affected you.
Not at all.
But is it safe to say, and I don't want to assume, but is it safe to say that you had a solid foundation coming up? You were loved when you came up. Like you were taught certain things. You were given certain tools to where you can decipher through the bullshit. And what I mean by that is like when you're bombarded with so many images of white, blonde, blue eyes, beautiful, lighter, red bones, that, you know, like the you know, if you want this, you get the weaves and you get the perms young and all kind of stuff. Like, was it safe to say that you didn't have to go through that?
I wasn't really, I was raised by my mother, but I didn't get bombarded with, a whole lot of, black is beautiful kind of thing. It wasn't brainwashed into me. It's just who I was.
Okay, black. It's not so much of the black is beautiful, but white is right. You didn't get that either.
I didn't get that.
All right.
I think I made my own
saying.
decisions about it based on my environment. Maybe my environment played a part in it.
Environment plays a big part in everything we do. Everything. And your environment plays a big part in that.
See, I never got into the long straight weaves in the
so
hazel contact.
What made you twist up?
I found beauty in it. I did. I just never thought that bone straight white man's hair was my image of beauty. I don't know.
But that had to come from
even
somewhere.
Even in the day
though.
of me wearing weaves,
that
I
had
would
to come
wear
from somewhere.
the curly
though, man.
weaves. I never had.
What you're telling me this is my interpretation. So what you're describing to me is learned behavior. It's taught behavior. You didn't come out the womb thinking the way you think right now. Someone had to mold you, or something, your environment, something had to mold and shape that view of the way you see things. It just it had to. So what I'm saying is, even if you can't think of who it was or what it was, you had that when you were young, or somewhere there was foundation put there, so that way now, no matter what happens, there's a solid foundation. I build upon that, and this is my life. This is the arc of my life. I'm building on that same foundation that was given to me young. You were given the tools to maneuver through the bullshit. Simple as that. Maybe. Whether it was black is beautiful or the white is right. However you want to, because people who are on a certain side look at the other side like that's bullshit. And people on this side look at this like this is bullshit. So that's neither here nor there. Yeah. What I'm saying is you were able to maneuver through all that and find beauty in yourself and your self-worth.
That's true. Even like the celebrities, you look at all the, not all of them, but a lot of the successful athletes and, all of the prominent black men, they went out and found a snowflake. And that's the ultimate success right there.
That's America.
Walking around with your white chick on your arm.
If it ain't snowing, I ain't going, baby.
Exactly.
The snowflakes,
it's so sad to me. It is so sad because I just feel like
I love white bitches. Damn. Listen. I know y'all couldn't have seen this. Her whole demeanor just changed. Like her shoulders dropped and some more shit. Damn.
I hate to see it.
It's all entertainment, man. It's all entertainment, man. Damn. Because I get that too. People think I love white women. Like I guess my look, the way I look, they think, oh, he talk to white girls.
I can see that.
I don't see how, because black is beautiful to me. I love me a dark bitch. I love me a dark sister. Like, you don't even understand. That chocolate. Yeah, smooth, pretty dark skin, and pretty teeth.
Are you open to dating outside your race?
I am.
A white woman?
Nah. She can be like she can have white skin, but she gotta be from somewhere else. Is what I mean. She can't be like from America. I know that probably would never happen. An American white woman and me. No. Cause I'll say it like this. I don't want the white woman who's gonna act all black. I don't want that. I don't.
Cornrows.
Yeah. I don't want the typical white, woman as far as, like with self-entitlement and all that type of stuff. And, I don't want that either. So she gotta still, I couldn't see, it's possible. I just couldn't see myself being with a white woman from America. Now, if she was, I don't know, Swedish or Scandinavian or German or something, Russian
just
or
not
something.
An American white woman.
Yeah, probably because it's different values. It's how you're raised, and the way I am, I'm more attracted to a woman who has like kind of old-fashioned values when it comes to the household and stuff like that. And American women usually not about that life, not at all. Y'all know how to make reservations. That's what y'all do.
Ooh.
So
That's a heavy statement.
What?
We know how to make reservations.
Damn right. Because I like if I call home and be like, shit, what we eating tonight? I'm probably going to get a rundown of what we eating tonight. Now, if I may call home to an American woman, I call, hey, shit, I shouldn't have to, I'm calling anyway, so we talking. But, hey, shit, what we eating tonight? I don't know. I was thinking about, shit, let's go to Ruth Chris. Let's go to Margiano's. Let's go to Fish City. Let's go to, Brazil, Texas de Brazil. So I'm just saying, am I wrong? Am I wrong? You tell me
I think it just goes by what works in your relationship.
Most definitely, because I know certain people who don't require that, who don't need that.
If your man likes home cooked meals, as his woman, you need to get in the kitchen.
You think so?
I
disagree with that.
I mean, I want to make sure if my man is hungry, I'm the one that fills his stomach up.
True, but I want you to be happy doing it. I don't want you to do nothing you don't really want to do.
Making him happy makes me happy.
I understand that. I totally understand that. But I still want you to be you, and I still want you to do things that make you happy. Yeah. Making me happy, I get it, but at the same time, do it because that's what you want to do, not because you're trying to make me happy. That's just me. That's how I am.
I'm just real flexible and easygoing with mine. So I mean, if it's not inconveniencing me in any way, I don't have a problem doing it. I mean, I don't necessarily have to love doing it, but if I don't have a problem with it and it puts a smile on your face, I don't have a problem doing it.
Okay.
I mean, it's cooking.
Okay.
Sometimes I think people just put too much on things that just don't need all that.
Mm-hmm.
You want to eat at home? Throw some chicken in the oven. I don't know. I feel like I enjoy having a man in my life.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel that I need anything from a man in my life. Because there's really not a whole lot that I can't have on my own.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I mean, it's a nice asset, and I love having the company of a man, but I wouldn't go as far as to say that I need him for anything. Because your man can be supportive emotionally, your girlfriends can be supportive, your parents can be supportive, physically. There's a lot of ways to get physical needs met. Sexually, the same thing. I mean, so I don't know. I know a lot of people struggle with that when a woman says, well, I don't need a man for anything. I don't need a man to do anything. But I don't feel like I truly I don't think I need you for anything. I definitely love having you around, but need is a stretch. I don't know.
You really gonna sit here and tell me that, like, when oh man, okay, all right, what is this, like some feminist type movement type stuff or something?
Whatever. I mean, truly, I just don't. I have great male friends that fulfill a lot of my needs. We're gonna get raunchy on it. Any sex toy you can think of is on the market, so it's not that you bringing so much to the table. I mean, anything you can think of is out there. So I don't really need you sexually. I mean, I work every day. I pay off my own bills.
Shout out to the Hitachi 5000, the motherfucking rabbit, and all that other shit in between. Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Yes,
so
sir.
I don't need you to assist with my bills. I mean, you got girlfriends to take you out and go to movies and dinner and, you know, trips. So, I don't know. I mean, it sounds kind of harsh, but what is it that you really are giving me that I can't get elsewhere?
Well, I mean, if you put it that way, I get it. But I don't know. I think man needs woman and woman needs man. I think it goes both ways, you know.
Needs or desires?
Well, I think it's good to have a desire for each other, but I do think it's a necessity. It's a necessity just for survival. It's a necessity just to keep this ball spinning in a sense. Otherwise, it would just be like you were saying. If you were a woman who didn't really desire a man or didn't feel like you needed a man or didn't even want a man, and you're looking at it like, well, hey, what do I need him for? I can do everything on my own. I you know, there's nothing that he can do for me that I can't do for myself. That type of attitude, which realistically, I don't even think that's true. I ain't even finna get that no credit. Like, I don't even think that's true. I feel like,
what can you give me that I can't give myself?
I can give you life. You can't make life without me. There's no way possible you can make life without me.
You don't need to be my man to give me life.
Why not? I am a man though. I don't have to be your man, but I am a man. Is what I'm saying.
Okay. I mean,
there's nothing you can't do. What you mean? You come from the rib.
You can give
Get
me
in your place and remember that. You come from the rib. Do you understand that?
Get in my place and remember.
I'm just saying. Like I hear you. I do. But let's be real.
Oh, Tarzan.
Do you or do you not come from the rib?
I mean, I do, but get in my place and remember that.
Because of what you're saying. You know, as far as what can a man do for me that I can't do for myself, and I don't need that nigga. If it wasn't for that nigga, you wouldn't be here.
Tarzan, and
you wouldn't be here.
Singing from Vines, woman, get in your place.
Hey,
oh, you're nuts right now.
Hey, swinging from the fan, swinging from the fan. What you mean? Jumping off the dresser.
It. Oh my God.
Ric Flair.
You're
straight up.
Crazy right now.
Whatever. On that note, I feel like we need a break. We've been rapping for a little minute, so let's try to get us a nice little break in real quick. Yes. Like, you know how I get it in. We're gonna go with the smoke break. We out. We'll be back. We shall return.
What's your phone up? Now I can make miracles with tempo. It's instrumental, written for the nymphos. That's the intro. Shook when you rush me, walked up and touched me. Why do you wanna fuck me? Just cause I'm paid in the worst way, true. Looking kinda good in your birthday suit. I wonder if you're wild or you act shy. Do you like to be on top or the backside? Watch when you lick your lips, shake your hips. Goddamn, I love that shit. Now let's stop fake and be real now. I got a room and a heart on steel now. Man, just standing at a bar full of black dudes. Say you wanna see me star in my tattoos. When we headed for my hideout, act right. Boss player when I ride out, that's right. What's your phone number? If you really wanna fuck with me, I'm ready. Baby, let me give you a call. How long will it take to break you off? If you really wanna fuck with me, I'm ready. Hey, baby, let me give you a call. How long will it take to break you off? Oh shit, baby, he's a dime piece, more than just fine. She's personally best from the cards. If I see her right now, she could get me hard. Didn't wanna talk to me just to see my car. Never had sex with a rich rap star till I got her in the back of my homeboy's car. Tell me, why do we live this way? Money over bitches, let me hear you say. What's your phone number? Are you alone? Got a pocket full of rubbers, let's bone. Time to tell your girlfriend to take you home. I'll have fun, but baby gotta leave me alone. Bitch, in my rhyme, take time to rewind these ordinary words I say. If you open your mind, better mean that you find it's time. Let the outlaws play.
Well, we back. If you didn't know, we back. Straight up live from the west side. Hope y'all enjoyed that. Snooty bag. So the Snooty bag, let me explain that to you. Because, you know, I was about to jump right into it, but let me explain it. So, Lord Snooty, That's high. But we have a bag that we have topics and we put inside of the bag. Okay. So as my crew, you know, staff, record label, the crew, all of us, we at the beginning of the show come up with stuff. And tonight we have, can you call them an ex if y'all never had sex? Do we as guys know how to reject pussy or sex? Do we as guys not cheat in fear of losing our mate or partner? Those are the topics that are on the docket for the Snooty bag. But what we would do is rip these up, ball them up, and throw them in the bag and shake the bag up. Shake. And then we pass the bag around and everybody just put their hand in and we go for what we know. So whatever the topic comes out, it's just rapid fire. We just start talking about it. And then once it kind of maybe we come to a agreement or not, we just move on from it. We hit the bag again, you know. So this is the Snooty bag section.
All right, I'm game.
All right.
What
so
you got for me?
Tonight.
All right. Do we as guys know how to reject pussy?
I put that on us, you know, because I wasn't gonna say the girls know how to reject dick. Because it's not valued the same. You know what I'm saying? Y'all fit, just like you said, it's put on a pedestal. Is that fair?
Absolutely.
Okay. You said deservingly. Like it's supposed to be that way. The dewy flower. You know? Like fuck that. But
because we know what it's worth to y'all.
Hey, what's the matter with you? Stop that. Stop it. Will you stop it? Get out of here.
Oh, merde alors! I mean, I don't believe this. You are going to turn down a pussy like this? Staring you smack in your face? No man can turn down this pussy.
Will you stop it?
I don't know any man that can refuse this pussy.
Stop saying pussy. People are eating in here.
Pussy. Pussy. Pussy.
Trying to find our cat. Where is that cat?
What's the matter with you? Stop saying that.
What's the matter with you? You don't like women? Huh?
Yeah, I know, and that's the thing. Like, you know, we put such high value on it, and we'll do some dumb shit for it, you know, because we're thinking with a different head.
Because y'all act so savage when you get around it. Yeah. Absolutely.
I think it's in our nature. I think that's what it is. It just boils down to our nature, and it boils down to y'all nature. You know?
You think?
I think so.
I don't think we respond to it the same way you do.
What do you mean?
I think y'all go completely ham on it when you get next to it or you know that you're about to get it. Whereas women, I think we play it a lot more, we're a lot more smooth about it.
I think that we don't value ours enough.
True.
That's the problem.
That's true.
That's the problem.
Because y'all pass it off to people that aren't even deserving of it.
Not worthy. That's the problem. So if we knew our self-worth, you know, then I think that would kind of reflect onto the woman, and then she would view it differently.
Why do you give it away so easy?
Why? You say, why do we? Almost that urge. I don't know. I really don't. I question it because you know why? After it's over, a lot of times you be like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, how good or whatever. It's just like you're back to reality in a sense. It's like a moment of clarity. Like, damn, you done got that nut out. You know, you done got that demon out for you. But it's like, damn, like, I really just... Okay, all right, cool. And then you say you ain't gonna do the shit no more. You be right back at it. That shit happen all the time. I don't even get it.
I think we got more standards on it. We'll look at you and be like, oh no, he can't get that. And then we'll look at some of the ones that y'all smash and be like, oh wow.
Well, you're always measuring up. I guarantee this. If I was with you and I cheated on you with the girl who was less than you, you would look so down at me.
Absolutely.
But if I cheated on you with a girl and you even said it yourself, like, damn.
Yeah.
That nigga got her.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? You self-evaluating yourself. You reevaluating some shit about yourself. You might not project it out vocally, but deep down subconsciously, some kind of way, you like, damn. I mean, he cheated on me with her, but he cheated on me with her. Like, okay, you know.
I feel better with him cheating with a pretty chick.
Why?
As opposed to an ugly chick.
But why though? Go ahead and examine that. Because I'm telling you, we're going to come to the same conclusion. Go ahead and examine that. Why do you think, because when he cheats with a girl who's prettier than you, in your view and in his view, you feel a little bit better about it?
I think because it's normal to be attracted to a beautiful woman. And for you to cheat on me with a chick that's not even as bad as me is highly insulting. Because it's like you got all this right here and you smash that? I'm completely turned off by you.
I'm going to tell you. I'm
completely
going to say
done.
this though, and tell me if I'm wrong. If you had a guy and you were happy with him and, you know, he was doing everything he needed to, he satisfied you in pretty much every way in your relationship, right? You probably wouldn't cheat on him. Is that fair to say?
True. Yeah.
You know, some guys would have that same situation and they would, you know, and they wouldn't cheat on you to leave you or to upgrade or anything. It's just because the pussy was there or the opportunity presented itself or he just wanted some new. He just wanted some strange.
What do you get out the experience?
Just something different. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get caught in that rut sometime, and that rut is, it's not bad. Everything is clicking, it's good, but we just like variety. We like different flavors of stuff. Like, we weren't meant to be monogamous. I'm just gonna be so real. We weren't meant to be monogamous. Like, it's just human beings at all, you know? So to subject yourself to that monogamy is already a discipline in itself. It's a sacrifice in itself. You know what I'm saying? It's a selfless act because you're not putting yourself first. You're putting the other person first. You can always just kind of default to your own inner needs or your own inner, like, kind of instinct of, yeah, I'm with you, but I see something else I like. And you can't tell me that it's just only one person for one person on this earth. It's way too many people. Way too many fucking people for me to be like, oh, this is the one. And there ain't no other one if I went on the other opposite side of the earth somewhere. I can't believe that. You know what I'm saying? So, but I did choose, and I'm showing my discipline, and I'm showing my selflessness and my sacrifice of saying, hey, this is the one I chose to be with for the rest of my life. This is the one I love. But in reality, when you boil it down, because we do these because this is our culture. This is what we were taught. But if we knew something different, we would think differently. You see what I'm saying? So when I start kind of saying the things that I say now, people look at me a little strange, but it's because you're conditioned to think a certain way.
Right.
But in actuality, I feel like we've been conditioned to think the way we are now, and it's kind of opposite of our own internal, you know, being of how we were really created.
So you say variety, men like variety. Do you find that different women are doing things, so many different things?
Yeah, yes and no. Like, at the end of the day, you are who you are, and like, the women, this is tough.
I mean, how different? How different is it? I mean,
it's different.
Everybody, you know, can kiss your neck. Everybody can lick your nipples.
Listen,
you know,
listen,
everybody,
listen,
you know,
listen,
so
listen. Come here.
What variety are you getting?
Come here. Well, no, just hear me out. Okay. What I'm saying is, we talk about this, right?
Right.
Energy, all right? The connection, just it's sensual. It's more than just, okay, everybody can kiss your neck, everybody can caress you, everybody, to me, feels different.
But you're not going to get chemistry and connection from the jump off. You get that from your girl.
You definitely do.
So?
But what I'm saying is, when you give your energy to someone else and someone else gives that to you, and if I think that y'all maybe kind of double back and triple back and kind of maybe get a little rhythm going, that shit get crazy compared to, it's a one night fling, one night affair. Right. You know, like, if that's what you're into, then that's what you're into. But I've never been into that. Not at all. Like, I'm more of, Shit. Oh shit! I just thought about it. I guess I'm the girlfriend. I'm the one who like if you hit this nigga, you mine. You know that type of girl, like that type of shit. Because it's like I'm sitting there thinking, I don't think I've ever had I have had a one night affair, but that was like some jump off shit or some young shit. But as far as for like dealing with a female or like we fooling with each other, it's always been like repeat. It's never been just a one time thing. So that's why I say what I say as far as that energy, that shit does matter. Whether it's the side or the main, it's a repeat offense. It's never been like a one time thing.
That's like another relationship.
Yeah. Situation.
So you got feelings involved. That's not just a jump off. That's not just a side piece. When you keep coming back,
so
you got
another
relationship going.
So what are we talking? Are we talking about affairs compared to just a side chick? Like a side chick can be that. A side chick, I think this is the side chick, the one who that I'm talking about, the one that you would have that type of connection with. The one that I'll just smash because I saw her at the fucking gas station. I hollered at her and she jumped in the whip and we just rolled off. Like that's a one night type thing. I wouldn't even have any type of title for her. Whatever. She's not a side chick. I wouldn't give her that. That's just something that just happened.
Right.
But the side chick to me is the one that I was just explaining. Okay, yeah, we got a little rhythm going. You know what I'm saying? You get the best of me when I come around because I'm happy. I want to be here. You know what I'm saying? I know that's kind of sideways, right? But I champion the side chick. That's just me, man. I do, because I look at it like this. When a guy has another girl, when he's with that girl, there's no point in arguing. We have nothing to argue about. We not in nothing. It's good times. I want to be with you. We're planning stuff. We're going to do stuff. And, if whatever, shit, you might be hearing about the shit I got going on, like this dumb bitch. I got the, and you. So you like in a good position because when he comes around you, that's when he's happy. It's nothing.
She getting the best of you.
But that's what I'm saying. And then send him back, and you come back and you send him back. That shit, if you're comfortable with that, it works. If you're not comfortable with that and you aspire to be more, then that would never work for you. But a side chick who goes in with the mentality of I'm finna get what I want and be with this nigga, it can work for her. She can thrive in that situation. She really can. She'll get whatever she wants. And he'll be happy because she know everything. He ain't got to lie. You see what I'm saying? He feels his guard is so down. He's so relaxed when he's around you. He'll do anything for you. He'll give you the world just to keep that going. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I say they kind of in a winning position if they play their role. It's just that y'all can't play y'all role because no matter how much you try to trick yourself into you saying you want to be the side chick,
they catch feelings.
Got to.
Always.
Emotions.
And y'all do too.
Yeah, most definitely. You
start getting possessive over the side chick.
Most definitely.
And forget her position as the side chick.
All of that. We all play a role. We all play our role. Yep, with a tangle where we weave. You see what I'm saying?
You're a mess.
I'm not a mess. Not at all. I'm just living life. I'm just telling you how it is. Because it's like that out there. I'm domesticated now, though. I still feel like I should share with my brethren, and sister,
You got me really thinking.
What, sister wife? You trying to get a sister wife in the house? I've been stressing sister wife. I've been campaigning for a sister wife for a minute.
You think you're gonna convince her?
I'm close.
You think?
Nah. She fight it. But she understand where I'm coming from. That's what I love about her. Like, she understand the way I think about things. And she don't try to change me or nothing. But she still be conforming to these ways that we've always been trained to think a certain, that certain way. So. Because
that sister wife stuff, you're going to find a favorite. There's going to be someone that's going to rise above the masses. Somebody's going to feel better to you, and you're going to find yourself going over to that bedroom more often, or, yeah. I mean, people have those lifestyles. What's it called? The polyamorous?
Yeah, polygamy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, shout out to Fela Kuti. That's like one of my favorite people. He's from Africa, I think Ethiopia, if I'm not mistaken. Back in the 50s and 60s, but his swag was just like on a whole nother level before that word was even like popular and then got played out. Like, man, that nigga, he had it going on. So if anybody ever want to see like polygamy at its finest, Fela Kuti, check him out. That's just my shout
I'm
out.
gonna have to Google him.
Yeah, straight up.
He had a harem?
Yeah. He was an artist though. He was a musician. You know, real powerful political figure over there, but not political in the sense of a politician. He was more of an activist. His mom was into that type of stuff too, and the government was against him, like real heavy. He was responsible for a lot of different things, a lot of liberation of a lot of black people in his area back in his own time, in his era. So
I don't think anything is wrong with it as long as everybody's honest and open with it.
Exactly. I need y'all at Christmas time talking about what y'all getting me sitting at the table. I would love that. You know what I'm saying? Like straight up, nigga. What we getting this nigga for his birthday, man? You know, he been alright this year.
That's
you
your
know,
vision?
I'm just saying. You know, it's possible. It can happen. You know, but I feel like when you talk about like wives that a man has to have extra, like if you bringing in more women into your house, you already got to understand that you're dealing with one woman, and think about all those issues you have. Not saying it's bad or good. I'm just saying that's a lot to kind of take in, because you girls are like very fragile. You can be very emotional at times. You know what I'm saying? You have that emotional amnesia. That's what I call it, like, for real. Like
emotional amnesia.
Well, okay, what I'm saying is this. Okay. So what I mean is you can say something today, right? And it's kind of based off the way you feel. But then give it like maybe 2 days, you might feel a different way and you're going to give me something totally different.
That's true.
So you kind of got that amnesia, like you just forgot what just happened and what we just talked about, but then now you on this because the weather is different and the wind blew a certain way and you feeling this way today, and I can't get mad at the birds for flying or the fish for swimming. I can't, you know, otherwise I'm going to just keep racking my brain. So I'm learning. As I get older, I'm learning, you know.
You just got to be flexible and roll with it.
That's tough because that mean that seemed like you not trying to fold, or I mean not fold, but you're not trying to adapt or compromise in a sense. It's my way or the highway. Like I gotta do all this, I gotta do all that. Like what are you doing? Where you at in this situation?
I guess I could see that. I mean, I think I might have suffered from that what you call emotional amnesia. I think I may have, because the way I feel about something on Tuesday, come Thursday, I might have a different take on it. And you just need to understand that's where I was on Tuesday, and ride with me on Thursday.
If I love you enough, if I care enough, I will. If I don't,
that's flexibility. That's compromise.
That's not compromise.
That's
that ain't compromise. Not at all. That's me actually handing it all in a sense. You know what I'm saying? But it's because I love you and I know how you is and I can deal with it. You got to understand, like with certain things you can deal with, certain things you can't deal with. And you have to notice that up front. And
that's true. If
you can outweigh, that's why I always call it that 80-20, you know what I'm saying? You know, 70-30, whatever. I can't go below 70 though. If you can't give me at least 70% of what I need, then I can't deal with that 30% of that bullshit that, you know what I'm saying, that you're giving me, you know.
And so like you were saying that you working on this whole sister wife thing, would you be open to your wife's desires to bring another man into the relationship?
I wouldn't.
Is there a reason?
Possessive. I mean, I'll be honest. Like, I couldn't imagine sharing my woman, my life, my wife, or anybody that's dealing with me with anybody else. Like, if you're doing something, I don't ever really want to know about it. I'm that type. You know, it's the ignorant, what is bliss in the bliss or whatever, bliss in the ignorance or whatever.
Okay.
So it's like, I mean, yeah, that's how I see it. I couldn't see another dude or another man like coming into my my circumference, my cipher, and I look at it like this: it's kind of really gotta be only one rooster in the hen house, you know, like, you know, yeah, and also girls like other girls, y'all can be attracted to other girls, and it not be a problem. Like you just said when we was talking about the girl, damn, she got a fat ass. You could say that, and I could be there, and I could say the same thing, and it's cool. But if we was talking about a dude and you said some shit about a dude and I said the same thing that you said about a dude, you looking at me sideways.
True.
So that's my point.
Okay.
You bring another dude into the whole thing, there's nothing for me. But if I brought another woman into it, there's something for me, definitely. But possibly there could be something for you as well. That's what I'm saying. On the sexual aspect, not the other stuff. But I'm just saying, let's just be real. From what we just said, I'm not trying to turn you out or make you like a lesbian or nothing. I'm just saying, girls do like girls. Girls be experimenting. Girls be kissing.
I think that's that old new age, young dumb
that's
girl
not that
stuff.
fucking new
all
age.
All that gay stuff and all that.
I ain't talking about the gay stuff. I'm talking about
all
when y'all
kissing chicks.
Stop. No, I'm talking about this. When y'all getting ready for the club, when you was whatever in college or whatever you was doing and hanging out with your girlfriends, y'all could get undressed in front of each other.
Yeah,
like,
it wasn't a sexual thing.
It's not a sexual thing. Guys can't do that. Is what I'm trying to tell you.
Walk around the locker room.
Locker room is something totally different. That's football. That's basketball. You have no choice. That's sports. Okay, but I'm talking about us in a fucking hotel room or us in a room somewhere at your house, and we all in the bathroom and we all doing this, and you jumping out the shower and she already standing in her panty, her bra, doing her makeup and shit. Niggas can't do that. Niggas don't do that. I'm not saying I want to do that. I'm just showing you how there is a standard of women can be loose and free around each other, even on a sexual or non-sexual aspect. Guys can't. They draw the line there. There is none of that. So there is a possibility that there could be something for you. Not for you personally, but for you as a woman. If I brought another woman in. If you bring another man into the circle, what is there? Another man for you, but what about me and everything that we got going on? It don't work like that. So no, I'm not open to that. Of course you wouldn't know about that.
All that bringing a woman in, there could possibly be something for you. I think a lot of straight women feel the same way a lot of straight men feel. Like, you don't want no chick rolling up in the house or snuggling up in the bed on some old sexual type thing. Not at all. I think when they are all about that threesome stuff, they're gay. And I think a lot of these young girls now are doing it because that's the thing to do. Oh, I'm going to kiss her at the club and I'm going to dance at... I think that's that old chicken head type stuff. That's just what this new age is all about. Back in the day, we wasn't all about all that kissing chicks and doing the three-way kisses and all that foolery. That's some old whack media type nonsense that these young, empty chicks are all about. And it's all about attention. Look at me, Brittany and Dana kissing in a circle. It's whack. They're corny, man. I think all this young girl stupid shit is just ridiculous.
But it's older women who do it too. You keep saying young girl. Is it just older women who have a young girl mentality or something? Is that what it is? I don't really
see older women. I think it's just these young, dumb girls.
I think that's
like,
perception because I see all. I mean, shit, I can go on Snapchat right now and show you some old bitches who be doing that dumb shit.
I think they're just thirsty. I just really think it's a mentality thing. I really don't think a lot of women that got things going on and that's about something is out here playing these stupid games. I don't see lawyers and doctors and people that have homes and nice communities playing around on damn Snapchat. You know, it just seems like some old just foolery. I can't even think of it another way. Like, it's just a bunch of fools. I just really, just some old lonely, empty, desperate chicks begging for somebody to see them. And it's not even ugly girls. It's just empty, just empty chicks with no direction. It's very sad to me. It's very sad. The confident women that know they got things going on, they're not about that stupid stuff. They're not on social media cursing and acting like a fool, presenting themselves like little dirty whores. You just don't see that.
I think it's just like different side of the spectrum, because like even I'll equate it to something that I can relate to. Let's talk about like with music or hip hop. Okay, so a lot of people say that hip hop is dead, or there's not like a lot of good rap or a lot of good music out there. You know, you hear the stuff that's on the radio and it's like trash in a sense. It's pop and all this stuff. But
all that bumpkin music.
Okay, but that's what's in the mainstream. That's what's being presented to you. But if you search, there are other things out there. And there's still good quality stuff. There's still good quality rap, good quality hip hop, real hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Good quality soul, R&B, all type of music. You know what I'm saying? I bring that up to say that I agree with everything you said about those girls. But if you search, because that's what's presented. I showed you all the fluff. I showed you everything that you can easily find on Snapchat or on any social media platform.
Right.
But you can find still the same people you just talked about who are doing things and making moves and effective change and effecting change on a daily basis. They're on that same platform and they're doing good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But they don't get the shine. They don't get the credit. So to say that the whole system in itself is tomfoolery, that's kind of tough when, yeah, there is a side of it that, yes, that bullshit, it's the buffoonery, but it's also another side of it that it's positive and it's doing a good thing. So do you just knock the whole thing because you only saw one part of it because that's what was fed to you? Or do you now research it and maybe look into it for yourself to find the things that you're interested in and see if that is provided on that same platform?
I'm a realist, right? If the coochie's good, everything else falls into place. It's more than sex with this girl. I dig her, you know, her spirit and her mind and everything. She's bad. She could be Miss Graham. Oh, yeah? You think I'm joking? She's that bad, man. Marcus says it aloud. Yo!
So you don't have to tell me, but I want to know, if your man cheats on you, would you leave him?
I think it would depend on the situation.
What she look like?
Depends on how we live in. I mean, there's a lot of things that go into it. How I found out, how we live in.
You know what? Listen. That is a value that I value that point. That's cool. I'm glad you said that. I'm just tripping on the list of things. That's the first thing you said. Oh, damn it. Go ahead. Keep going, though.
Because I'm not a fool about mine. I mean, a lot of times women act on emotion. We were talking about how emotional women are. Like I said, you know, I'm no fool in it. Not to say that this is anything positive, but everything about my life is a plan. And I don't make no dumb decisions. I don't act on emotion, you know. I don't make final decisions on emotion. Let me say that. I may respond based on emotions, but nah, it just.
So you're able to get that moment of clarity before you.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you gotta. I mean, it's just like who he cheated with. I mean, it's a lot of factors that come into play.
But why does it matter, like who he cheated with?
Did he cheat with my daughter? Did he cheat with, like, you know, those type of things? How disrespectful was the infidelity? Is there a baby that came out the infidelity? You know, was she in my house, in my bed? Did he get an STD? It's like, it's just so many things that help formulate an opinion.
Okay. Just to entertain this conversation and for the sake of argument, let's say none of that happened. Everything you just said. And the worst outcome, none of that happened. He cheated. You found out. Would you leave?
No.
Thank you. Thank you. All that. Yeah.
I wouldn't. I mean, did he fall in love with her, or was it just a beat down? Like, it's just a lot of things. Because
that makes a big difference to you,
it does,
right?
because sex to me is like, okay.
Yeah, sex.
I mean, and I know that's not the politically correct
the
thing.
affair,
I don't put a whole lot. I mean, it's just sex is what it is.
But the affair
you bust
will
a
fuck
nut,
with
you come on home. You know,
Yeah,
you
that's
take
fine.
care of
That's
that
fine.
mortgage. You
Yeah.
handle that water and light bill.
Yeah.
You know, we keep on going. We booked that trip we had planned. You know.
Yeah, you can teach a class, man. You can teach a class. Straight up.
Sometimes, I mean, I know that's not the societal norm, but I just don't really put all that on it.
But I don't think that way either, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I felt like some of the stuff that we was talking about earlier, it wasn't the societal norm at all. You know, it's kind of, you know, left or outside the box because you're trained, you're programmed to think a certain way. You know? So.
Yeah. Well, as long as he still loves me, and he ain't trying to fall in love. I mean, do we have a major problem? I know I'm sounding crazy, right? I mean, is it a major problem? Is he protecting himself? I don't know. Is he spending our money on her? You know, I don't know.
What about the time? I mean, the time invested, though. Like, I mean, you can say money, that's monetary.
I mean,
you know,
is
but
he...
what about the time? And
how much time is he putting in a nut?
well, I mean, you talking about just fucking, but if we talking about an affair, then he's spending time with this bitch.
I didn't
Well,
know
if
we
it's
were talking
going
about an
on,
affair.
well, it's not just what we talking about. It's just that the comparing. You were doing a lot of comparing. So I'm saying that if you talking about it was just he went and smashed and got a nut and all that stuff, and I'm like, okay, I guess that's cool with you. But if it was an affair of a ongoing thing,
then that's emotions.
That's what I'm
feelings.
saying.
That's different.
And obviously
that's
it is
betrayal then.
But the only reason I brought it up is because you were comparing things. So that's what I'm saying.
That does make a difference. It's one thing to go out with your boys, you know, you meet, you know, your boy's cousin, you know, or whatever, and you break her off real quick. And then that's it. She fly back to Houston and, you know, it's done. As opposed to, you know, some chick that lives 15 minutes away and you seeing her every time I go to work. That's a relationship. That's a dual relationship. I'm not good with that. Not at all. Because
you go with the other family.
I'm not.
You don't want the second family.
Not at all. I'm not good with long-term sharing because then that's cutting in on mine.
Yeah, what if you taking care of everything like you said?
Nah, he can't be taking care of everything working 2 homes.
You can buy, niggas do that shit. Are you serious? If you got the resources, oh yeah, you can do that. Most definitely.
I mean,
that's easy. Especially in different towns, different cities. That's easy. It's not easy, but if you got the right resources, you can make that shit work like seamlessly.
I mean, I'm gonna need you home every night.
Well, I mean, it depends on what I do. Because if I do something that doesn't require me to be home every night, and you know that going in, you can't require me to be home every night.
Well, true. Well, then that's not really taken from me then.
It's not. But you just said it's impossible, damn near, for me to live these 2 double lives. And it's not.
You're right.
It's totally not. Trust me. No. And I ain't saying it like I be juggling bitches,
I was
but
gonna say,
I'm just saying.
It makes sense.
Come on, man. I like living out there on the edge. I know about it. I know that life. But I ain't got the resources, you know. I know if I had the resources, then I could do that type of shit. But I know people who can and have. That's what I'm saying. So it's possible. Nothing ain't, you know, where there's a will, there's a way. That's why I always, you know, I never be like, oh, when people say they ain't got time, I'll be like, man, I don't believe that shit. Because if you want to, you going to make time. You make time for whatever you want to do. I don't care if you working 36 hours out of 24. You going to make time if you want to do what you need to do or want to do. That's what we do. Mm-hmm. So.
That is very true.
That's just my opinion. So.
Gosh, I'm going to have some questions to ask. You put a lot on my mind tonight.
I know, 3 hours later, right? So we have a section in our show. We like to call it the fortune cookie. fortune cookie, something that we kind of just came up with, where you get a fortune cookie, you crack it open, right? Some people eat it, eat the cookie, read the message. Some people crack it open, read the message, eat the cookie. Some people don't either do both. You know what I'm saying? They don't even fool
You
with
eat
it.
the cookie?
I eat the cookie, then read the message.
I bet you do.
Yeah, I eat the cookie. You better fucking believe it. With these fucking two coolers. Yeah, it's true. It's true. But the fortune cookie for the night, something we have on the show. Confucius. Fortune cookie. Wet pussy and a dry purse ain't never went together. That's the fortune cookie. Let that marinate for a second. What you think that means? Wet pussy and a dry purse ain't never went together.
Dry purse, I'm thinking she's broke. So as long as she keeps it wet, she will always prosper.
I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Yeah, that's nice. That's not what I meant, but I like it. That was nice.
With it?
More of like, prostitution and selling pussy. That's like the oldest profession in the world. That's what Mary Magdalene and all them was doing back in the day. So it's always gonna sell. I don't care. It's selling on Tuesday. It's always hot cakes. Come get it. So my thing is this: if you got a wet pussy, ain't no need to be broke.
True.
Yeah, I understand it's tough times or something, but you need to get something going. We need something in this bitch. I don't believe in front. I'm leaving with something. What's happening?
I like that.
So, yeah, wet pussy and a dry purse, it don't make no sense. Get to it. Fortune cookie, let that marinate.
But that's different.
Yeah.
That is definitely different.
That's how we rolling.
I like it.
Also, another segment we have on the show, I like to slide to this one, Hating Ass Dub. Hating Ass Dub. It's a Hating Ass Dub segment. So,
okay.
With me, I don't know how. Do I want to tell the whole? I ain't gonna tell. It's too late. I ain't gonna tell the whole story. Well, y'all will get the real story of how I was named Dub. With my boy here or whatever. But not tonight. So that's my name. A lot of people call me Dub, like D-U-B, not Doug. I hear that a lot because of the way I talk. But D-U-B, that's my name. You know what I'm saying? In another life.
Okay.
So I have a section where I feel like I ain't no hater, but sometimes we hate shit. Let's just be real. I would never feel like I'm a hater, but sometimes you hate shit. Is that fair to say?
That is fair.
All right. So I'm going to stall you out with all the games. I'll give you an example of what I'm talking about. So Hating Ass Dub tonight, we talking about when everybody know you ugly, but your body is A1, so you still popular on IG, Snapchat, and Twitter. I hate that shit. Like, straight up. Like, we only watching you for your ass, your titties. Like, we only watching you because you, like, got this banging ass body. Why is you in this camera for 30 fucking slides just talking and talking and talking? And I don't want to see none of that. I don't want to hear none of that. But guess what? I'm going to tap, 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 tap. All that shit. I don't want to hit nothing. I'm sliding all the way through because I know, guaranteed, you finna show me all that good shit God gave you. All of that. So, that's where I'm at right there on that. I hate that shit. But, you know.
A lot of times you'll find that the ugly girls got the real nice bodies.
Well, a lot of times you can't have it all.
Right, and that's it.
It's usually either one of three things. You usually get a girl who has a really pretty face, but her body is, you know. Or then you get the girl with the big tits, no ass.
Right.
Or then you get the girl with that ass, but she ain't really got no tits, you know.
Absolutely.
So, when you get the, all three, the trifecta, yeah, you winning. For real,
That is true.
But at the same time, you show me her, I show you a nigga who tired of fucking her. I always say that shit. I don't care how bad you is. Like, I ain't saying it in a negative way. I'm just being so real. Like, people always want to put people on pedestals because of the way they look, but nah, I don't care how bad you look.
I always wonder why.
It's human. It's just human nature. Like, I don't really go against that type of stuff, you know. You can try to fight it all you want to with all these new rules that society wants to implement on our lives and stuff, but, you know, nah.
When I'm really happy in a relationship and I get all that I need, I don't even see another man. Like, I don't even notice him. Like, it does nothing for me. I mean, you could admire somebody's beauty or whatever, but I'm never tempted, you know. So
most women are like that. That's why I always say that if a guy's holding it down, doing what he need to do, you know, y'all blinders are like this.
Yeah, and that's so true.
But guess what? Let him start fucking up on a consistent basis. Guess how your peripheral gonna start picking up.
That's
and you
true.
gonna start like noticing shit that you ain't even notice. Oh, yeah, that nigga in the mail room. Oh. Just saying. He been at me for the longest. I ain't even see it.
Absolutely.
I ain't even know it. But now, I'm getting all the attention. I'm just saying, you know, shit happens. So I've heard girls where they were like, man, if he wasn't fucking up, you probably wouldn't even be doing this right now. I'm like,
that
damn.
is so true.
Like, damn. Well,
that is 100% true.
pull him. Yay me. Or whatever. I don't give a fuck. I don't care about that nigga. I don't never ask like, you got a boyfriend. I feel like it's a wasted question.
You don't even care.
It's not that I don't even care.
That's not your problem.
My thing is if he's relevant, then you'll make him known. Like, it's no point in me asking that question. If I only had one question to ask, why would I sit here and be like, hey, yo, man, you got a man? Like, the fuck? Like, no, I'm talking to you. And it's up to you to tell me about your man. Like, if you don't, then he's irrelevant. So what am I going to ask you that for? I feel like that's since the 7th grade.
The 7th grade?
Straight up.
You started that far back?
I remember that shit.
That was true, though.
The Trella. That bitch.
What?
The Trella. I call you out. Damn right. 7th grade. Yeah. Got me
that one of
reminiscing.
your crushes?
No, that was one of my girls, man. Broke my heart, man. Broke my heart. Young.
Oh,
Yeah, never been the same
You
since.
still holding on to it, huh? Never will you remember her name.
Yeah, I ain't gonna call her whole name out. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna do it like that. But yeah, the Trella, you know who you is. You better believe it.
I got John Williams. He
John,
was my
you call damn. But there's a lot of John Williams out there. So you say. I ain't that many Detrellas. I can't
It's
do
not.
that.
Yeah, don't put Detrella. What Detrellas? Don't put her last name out there. John.
Damn. Broke your heart.
You know, a little bit.
Yeah.
I loved him since the 1st grade.
Damn.
Yeah, I was. Yeah. Oh, John.
Yeah, that's real.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we've been rocking. This is how we always do though when we talk, man. Yeah. You know, straight up. Do you know what time it is right now? I just want to throw that out there without looking at the clock.
Oh wow! I already
You saw it?
I'm peeking.
Jeez.
Wow.
Yeah, we went in tonight. So I'm gonna chop it up and you know, edit it up and add some stuff to it and all that. I'll let you hear it and you tell me what you think.
Where are you going?
Home. I have to give a speech in the morning to the board of directors. But thank you. You were great. God, Marcus, I was so tense when I got off the plane, but you really relaxed me. So, Mr. Graham, thank you.
You really have to go?
I'll call you sometime tomorrow, okay? Get some sleep.
Call me.
Wow.
Yeah, so
You ain't never had nobody worth good conversation.
Y'all heard that out there? Competition is stiff.
Hate mail like a what?
That's horrible. That's horrible. That's horrible.
I'm playing.
So I like to always end the show with legacy is about life and living. It's about learning from the past, living in the present, and building for the future. All right.
I like that.
And with that, read a book, folks. Straight up.
Rendezvous, rendezvous, rendezvous at the W. Rendezvous, rendezvous, rendezvous at the W.
She left you, huh?
Yeah, she did.
Oh, I guess I should feel happy, but I don't. I hate to see another person in pain.
Well, thank you very much. That's very nice of you, Yvonne. Good night.
So, would you like to come over for a cup of coffee?
Not even if Jesus was pouring it.
Some motherfuckers are so blind they can't see a good thing when it's staring them in the face. Why don't you just lift your black ass off the ledge, then fuck